era il segnale.
Già sta male bottiglia. Esatto. Ma che c'è da festeggiare?
Poi vi raccontando un minuto. Sono?
Posso vedere anche chi c'è? Oppure vedo soltanto questa immagine? Una fotografia davanti.
Fai un welcome e
Poi.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us at the Swan Power Yacht Division Talk. Since 1966, Nautor Swan has set itself apart by focusing on quality, innovation, and being reliable, without ever forgetting elegance and performance. So now it's riding a new wave, that of motorboats. And I would like to welcome, on that note, Chairman Leonardo Ferragamo, who wasn't able to attend, but will love to greet you all.
Good afternoon and welcome to this talk about the Swan Power Division. I'm really happy to have the opportunity of greeting you, at least over the video. I'm very, very sorry not to be with you and to visit this, I think it's a great boat show. But it gives us the opportunity to talk of something that is new with Nautor Swan, and definitely we have a lot at heart, and for which we have all the intention to go forward into the future. The Swan Power is something that we have been asked for many years to launch, many years, and we always resisted to this temptation, basically also for the respect that we have for so many industries, so well professionally prepared to deliver the best in this field. And we were always hesitating in what can we bring of new and really special to this world. Until the moment came when during the pandemic, we started with Yarko discussing about a new project, and it wasn't that in that period that we started working on the Swan Shadow. The Swan Shadow basically was a project that I had accumulated over the time as a vision, as an idea, and the more we were discussing it, the more I was getting totally in love with the project itself, but also with the conviction of bringing to the well-saturated powerboat market something that was unique. Unique because of the style, the use, the performance ability, and also because of a few of innovation or characteristic that could make that product special. So that's how it was the Swan Shadow, how it started. And 1 year later, in 2021, we finally launched it. And the acceptance from the market and our ability to improve the organization of the building of the boat, finding the right people to follow it. You will meet shortly Fabio Marcellino, who joined Roy and Giovanni and me and Yarko in this project, and finding a proper yard where to put the basis for a long-term setup, plus the new projects that were coming out and which will be discussed and revealed shortly, gave us once more the determination of having a very special niche, creating it for us, for the Nautor Swan power into this world. So today, we're very happy and privileged to have the opportunity to tell you more about it and go in depth in what's happening with the Swan power. So thanks again, all of you, for being with us this afternoon. And I wish you a nice press conference, but also a lovely time at the Venice Boat Show. Thank you.
Are my lungs enough for the smoke and dust, or will I lose control? I'll breathe it in, let the darkness wind put pressure on my soul. I hear the sound, no longer bound to the man I was before. For my broken mind, this is the time to build to something more. Here, we're lay in the blanket of despair. Whoa, I'm bleeding, but I'm breathing. Whoa, in darkness I find meaning. Whoa, I'm broken, but I'm healing. Whoa, I'm bleeding, but I'm breathing.
Thank you, Mr. Ferragamo. Here with us is Giovanni Pomati, Nautor Group CEO. Giovanni, we would love to talk about what is Nautor Swan today?
A company with 55 years plus, and that this year will get the birthday of 25 years of Ferragamo following that. And already this is giving you something about what is our yard. I don't think that there are other yards around that has 25 years in a row led by the same person at the end. We should not say only family, but persons that had the idea to invest in this company and to drive it. On top of that, we are a company that is 80% boats, 20% service. The service part is growing very quickly because we think that we bring an experience to our client, not a boat, and then the experience has to be followed by services around it. The part of boat originally was only sailing yacht, but from a couple of years we are investing in powerboat. Leonardo already anticipated which was the reason to wait so long and what is behind these decisions. We know that we are a niche player in the powerboat, but we are determined to grow this division because we think that we know very well what people are looking for on the water, what is the kind of experience that people are looking for, and we think that we have needs that we can cover with all what we have had. Product, after the product is the people. We are around 550 people. We operate in 25 countries all over the world, and also the Shadow, that is the first powerboat, you can find today in all continents. So that is giving an idea of, despite the fact that we sold not a huge number of boats, but these boats are already scattering all over the world. We have 18 models altogether, boats going from 36 feet to 128, and a great portfolio order over 200 million at the moment. So I think this is Nautor Swan.
Wow. So Nautor Swan has always had a blend between young and traditional soul. So how do you break new frontiers without losing that DNA that from the very beginning has set you apart?
I mean, we struggle every day to try to be ahead, but on the other side, not to have to propose a revolution, but to embody an evolution. Why this? Because one thing that for us is a great value is that somebody that is investing in a boat from Swan should have the project to keep this boat forever, or to transfer this boat to another part of the family, or to transfer this boat to somebody else to invest in another boat. But we don't want to make a revolution, to bring, for example, a design innovation so strong that after 10 years will become old and nobody can see at it anymore. Here in the harbor, if you go to see where the sail yacht are, we have a 48 or 1974, and nearby a Swan 65 launched 4 years ago. I mean, the 48 at the end is still saying something. Is a boat that it will be never old at the end, and some of features that you can read there, you can find also on the 65. So this is how we in a way, we have a continuity, we have an evolution. For this reason also we develop more and more the Club Swan part of the sailing yacht, where like in a Squadra Corse, if you go in Ferrari or in Pirelli where I was coming from, you use the competition area to test innovation, to go the extra mile that you cannot go on the serial product, and to learn what you can then bring back to the serial products. So this is how we try to be in front of, but keeping the tradition as a basement.
Sailing in the last few years has been rediscovered by many, perhaps following the pandemic?
I mean, pandemic for sure, we all learn from pandemics that there is something that in life that has a value, that is the social relationship, that is sustain the nature, that is save the environment, the sustainability, etc. And sailing at the end, it allows you to stay on the sea. Whatever, if you go with a powerboat or you go to the sail yacht, you leave the harbor and you are in the nature. You can make and you can visit nature and learn how to live in a more respectful way, because at the end you cannot throw things in the water. You have to respect which is a kind of the quality of the water that you discharge in the sea. You have to pay attention to the energy, the consumption of energy, because you don't have unlimited energy and water. So at the end of the game, I think that staying on the sea is something that we can appreciate more and more after the pandemic. And the sailing yacht, despite the fact that we are also now investing in the powerboat, is a real sustainable way to move yourself.
You mentioned the powerboat. So how did that powerboat section come about?
Okay, Leonardo already said before that there was an idea to serve also the need of the powerboat for many years, but we were looking or waiting for an idea to be different from what you can find on the market already. It's my call to say something that is also more linked to the business. When you are in a business that 30 years ago, it was 60% powerboat and 40% sailing yacht. And today is 90% powerboat and 10% sailing yacht. And if you go in America, it's probably 95%. And if you go in Japan, it's 99%. I mean, do you want to disappear? No. We cannot disappear because we know what the people want to find on the sea. So we have to move also to the powerboat. So that is a business. It's not romantic, but it's and it's, so this is at the end one of the main reason. But we want to say something that is special, something that is linked to the way to stay on the sea that we learn in 55 years plus with a sailing yacht. So we have to respect the sea. We have to repropose in the powerboat what have been our values in the sailing yacht for so many years. And first of all, the style. I mean, we cannot build a power boat that is only volume. I know from part of the team that is on board with me now, that is coming from the power boat, that the volume, the power boat is very, very important. Sorry, but sometimes the volume is not matching with the style. You will never see a boat coming from our yard that is only for the volume. You can go to buy somewhere else. We are selling something that is style.
And you mentioned before business. So has entering the powerboat, the motorboat segment been a crucial moment for Nautor Swan? And if so, in what way?
Sorry again.
Setting foot into the motorboat segment has set a crucial moment for Nautor Swan? And if so, in what way? I'll do it again.
Again,
okay.
please.
Setting foot into the motor yacht in the motorboat section has marked a crucial moment for Nautor Swan.
No, for sure. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's crucial. We are so lucky, as very often is coming, that the market is slowing down and we come as newcomers. But okay, this is helping in a way because, as said before, we are a niche player, okay? Especially in the power boat. And I was speaking about the value of style before, but we have a second one that is the value of the performance. And I think look for another boat, 42-footer, that has the same performance that our boat has. I don't think that there are many out there, and this we got it. The third issue is about the reliability of the boat. That is one of the reasons why we have been famous in the world of the sailing yacht. And the same should happen here. So we prefer to stay with small numbers, and here the momentum is helping us. To find the right partner where to produce these boats, because it was clear from the day one that we could not produce in Finland the power boat and transfer down to the Med. I mean, economically doesn't. And now we have a new partner that is here with us, and I hope that this time the move is really the right one. Because we need really to have somebody that is near to the Med and can partner with us on the manufacturing, the boat building, where we are famous for, but not in the powerboat.
So it's very interesting to know that Nautor Swan is not afraid to dare, to set new goals and new frontiers, to maybe even let others follow. And it's not always an easy thing to do. So Giovanni, would you like to introduce your team here with us?
Yes, for sure. And we are the lucky guys that are in the first line here, but we have a team of Nautor here today, and I would like to present everybody, not only the ones that are here. But let's start from an external that is here with us, that is a designer of the Swan Shadow, and also of the powerboat that are following. And this is Jarko Jansen, that by chance is also Finnish, but and the dream was developed with him, but I will leave word to him. Then we have Roy Capasso. Roy, as you know, he has been the project leader of this project from the beginning on. He has, a recognized and quite famous past in his CV about powerboat, and a boat that is coming out from him cannot be a low-performing boat. Then we have Fabio Marcellino that joined us September. Okay, good. So almost 1 year. And Fabio, you know better than me who is, but he took the leadership of the project as a chief operating officer. So the product, the manufacturing, the quality reliability of the product is up to him, so that Roy can then really dedicate himself to the commercial part promotion of the boat, and not to forget that he's responsible for a very big region for the sailing yacht. But then we have here also other people that gave a strong contribution to this, like Michelangelo. Michelangelo is a great sailor, but unfortunately for him, dedicated more time to the powerboat. And now, so it's fantastic for us. I have all his experience with us, even if I'm pushing him and myself to dedicate more of the time as a percentage of the turnover is. Then we have a newcomer, that is Matteo Gandini. Matteo, show you who you are, because nobody knows you here. Matteo is joined us beginning of this year, so it's almost half a year that he's with us. He's coming from the automotive as myself, but from a more blasoned brand. You can go in the web to see where he's coming from. And he's the Chief Commercial Officer, so sales and marketing by us. Then we have Mariangela. Everybody know Mariangela, but it's so important. Now it's blonde. It's no, okay, but that is. And Sara Torrini, that behind the scene is really an important person of the team. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope not well.
Thank you.
Sorry. And then we have the guy that invited us here. You can imagine that Fortunato Morato of Marina Sant'Andrea, correct? And one of our guys of the service part that I was speaking before, an entrepreneur, and he organized our presence here. So thank you, Fortunato, for that.
Great team. So Fabio, let's dive right into the great world of Swan. And more specifically, let's talk about the major engineering challenges that you had to come to entering the power yacht segment. So what was the mindset and the concept of Swan Shadow and that of entering the motor yacht?
Hi, everybody. We have to say, as also Giovanni anticipated, that obviously we start with a very strong, a very important heritage. We have something to reach in quality, in design, in performances, in reliability. So it's not that we can give this word only the sound. We need to fill up with some important concepts. This all starts from the engineering part. Obviously, we have already had an important open mindset in all the areas of engineering, production, development in general, and also now on the service, because we start to have some boats around. The part of the engineering and the development is definitely coming to close all the loops of the development spiral, in order to check all the gates that are needed in order to have a reliable project. The most important one, I have to say, is today the production part, that is really a continuous improvement, coming from the end of prototyping and end of pre-series of the Shadow. Shadow started something like more than 1 year ago, and now we can definitely state that is out of the pre-series, out of the prototyping. We did a lot of continuous improvement, and now having a new partner, we can go out from this first phase.
You know, they say, in the US, they say, it's easy to build a likable boat, but to build a boat that is likable and reliable is something different and not easy. So I know you made a particular choice when choosing where Swan Shadow would be built, and I would like to know where that is and why.
Yes. The reliability is definitely the biggest challenge. A boat is itself a problem. Everybody of us knows. Yeah. A boat is always an object that has from one side, a client that is living the dream. And we have to give him the possibility to live the dream, not the famous 2 moments when he buys the boat and when he sells the boat, also in the middle. And this is really the most important part. because it's the one when he enjoys the boat. So we have to always have a owner-centric point of view, and this starts from the engineering. But so designing and thinking together with the design team, together with Yacht, also how this has to be used. But to produce the boat, you need to do it in an environment that is the good one to have all the stuff in place. As Giovanni said, we haven't done it in Finland, because the boat in Finland, a motorboat in Finland today, is something that maybe in Italy can be done better. In Italy, we have, let's say, this is the land of motorboating in Italy today, building. I have to say that after 22 years of building boats, there is an area, a special area in Italy where you need to be if you want to do a boat between 40 and 60 feet. And this is Lombardia, and this is Bergamo, and this Lake of Vaisio area, okay? So this is the place, because this is a place where this has been the cradle of lots of shipyards where they created some kind of system. It's not only a shipyard, but it's the shipyard, it's the stainless steel work stuff, it's the GRP. There's an environment, you know, an habitat where you have everything in place and you have the people, experienced boat builders. This is the main point.
And, you know, speaking of construction, working with people that you can trust and that have experience is important. So I know you take great pride in the people you partner up with.
I have to say that we had a long period of decided where to go. With Giovanni, we had month of some kind of testing, one or another, and other tests has been done before me. I have to say that we had an opportunity, a big opportunity, to have a partnership with Overseas Service. I had anyway a partnership with them in other situation for long years ago, 5 years ago, and this was always good. These are people that I can trust in. So here we have Nicolas Kupfer, that together with Corrado Piccinelli and this team is helping us, giving us, first of all, a shipyard that it's full of everything you need to build a boat on a quality standard that is the good one for our boats. So you have cranes, you have heating for the winter, as an example, you have the test pool, you have the spraying chamber, you've seen the video, so nothing that I have to say. But the most important part is to have boat builders, experienced boat builders, people that you can trust in, that you know that are able to do this job, and people that can partner with you, can be partner with you, sharing your same target, your same goal. This is super important for us.
And in what way does Swan Shadow incorporate the key elements of Nautor Swan, and where do we see the details coming in from the sailing world?
From the sailing world, I have to say that, as you said, we have a strong heritage. The heritage in design, as an example, you have it into this streamlined. You see, the shadow is a clean product, is a clean object. You don't have baroque details. The performance, definitely, okay, it's faster than a sailing boat, definitely faster than a sailing boat. But this is anyway, for a motorboat, it's performance. You know, we can reach 50 knots. The quality is something that we have to definitely reach with partnership, and I have to admit that it's not only partnership with Overseas, because in this room I have the pleasure to have Volvo with Andrea Piccione and his team. We have Mercury with Alessandro Conti. We have Valentina Madesi for Simrad. We have Andrea D'Amato. I saw him coming for Garmin. So boats are done by people and are done by important partners. These partners, it's not only giving us materials. Everybody can get materials from partners. This is also having advices, having suggestions with the friendly attitude, with the proactive attitude. But this is for us is really important being a startup. Very, very, very important.
I would also like the input of Jarko and Roy. I'm going to start with Jarko. Jarko, in your opinion, is it still possible to create innovation by focusing on tradition?
Yes, hi, from my side as well. Tradition is a really good source of inspiration for making a new product. So I think there's nothing to lose in that side. So basically having a strong brand like Nautor in the sailing boat side, and if you have that kind of tool set, what you can start creating new product in a motorboat segment, it's a fantastic possibility. So for me, it's just a positive thing to have strong traditions.
Okay. And Roy, is the market ready and able to appreciate the work and the research put into the development of a boat as a work of art?
Absolutely, yes, I would say. I think that the market in this moment is looking at everything is innovation, and the result is that they buy the new project that have a lot of ingredients of that. So, for sure.
And in which market a boat like this is most appealing to?
But let's say that this boat was designed with the idea to give the opportunity to become a bespoke boat on the needs of our boaters. That's why actually there are a lot of configuration that thanks to which the boat can be used in any sea condition, in any climate. So I will say that, of course, boats like that are generally, the walk around originally comes from the United States, the fishermen and stuff like that. But now almost every market is buying boats of this kind, especially with outboard engine, I have to say. And with the result that we get, we sold this boat in Asia, we sold this boat in the United States and Europe. So I think that really is a boat for every market.
Okay. Jarko, I'm back to you now. Has safety in any way pushed designers towards new challenges, or has it led them to make many compromises?
And I think as a safety we mean rules.
Rules, yeah.
Okay, so I think the rules are super important for everybody. I think the safety or the rules or how the boats are built are just a benefit for all of us. So I think it's super important. Of course, they create a lot of challenges what we have to overcome, but I think it's our job, my job and also our team job, to try to find the solutions that those are not compromises for the end users. So you should not see the rules or safety issues in a boat. They should be automatic. And in a brand like Swan, I think that's a so core element in the brand. So that's the key what we have to always take. So yes and no. But and I wanted to one point mention as well. There was because everybody has rules, but there was somebody was saying the romance. And I think there can be a romance in a motorboat as well. So.
Fabio, I wanted to ask you, more and more people are discovering and rediscovering boating. So in what way is this boat functional?
This boat is, if you look at this boat, this is a floating terrace. You know, I've done for years the floating villa. You know, this is the floating terrace because this is something that you can really enjoy being so seaworthiness, so seaworthy, so definitely stable. This is thanks to the Jarko hull, also stable in navigation. This is really horizontal, and this is a very important point. But the hull is important also because it's very wide, very narrow in the bottom where it's performing well, but it's in the deck is very wide. Being wide gives you a lot of space, a lot of possibility to use the boat in several ways. As Roy said, we have a lot of possibilities to share, to change, to customize these areas. So at the end, the use of this boat is dedicated to people that want to live outside enjoy the outside. We did it also closed, but with air conditioning outside. So, but definitely outside, being a tender of a boat, of a mega boat, of a mega yacht, sorry, being a tender of a villa, or simply having a boat, a day boat, to go out and enjoy the day all day long with all the amenities, whatever you need to enjoy the day.
So I know in September of last year, the Overshadow was launched, and you might have a little sneak peek for us?
We have definitely. Here we go. This is a different project. We have to say that it's sharing the same hull. It's sharing the same hull because the hull is good. It's fantastic, I have to say. Also today we were out testing the boat with waves, wind. Other boats were going out and coming inside, and we were going out. So this is a fantastic hull, so it makes no sense to even think to change. But on this same hull, and this is also a point of understanding how good is this hull, we had the possibility to develop a completely different product. Different, first of all, from the propulsion point of view, so having the outboard replaced by the inboards with the stern drives of Volvo. This gave us the possibility to enlarge a lot the living area of the exterior, putting the sunbed more in the back, giving a lot of space and use of the boat different. A deck in the front closed, a lot of living areas downstairs into the lower deck. So for a boat of 43 feet like the Overshadow, on the same hull of a day boat, we did a weekender. And a weekender that is definitely dedicated to a completely different client. We always take the good points, so the hull, and also, as you can see, the platform in the back. We have a platform that is a big add-on on an hull, because everybody can have a good hull, but in our case, in case of the Shadow as an example, all the boats with outboard are definitely losing a part of the boat that is the one going into the water. Imagine all the US outboard boats. Having our platform, you can really enjoy the sea, and you can enjoy it going out below the waterline, but also using it to reach the marina berth. So this is a very big plus. We have a very huge hardtop, closing and covering and protecting all the areas. Anyway, we take the ventilated area always as a must, having sun awnings. There's also an opening in the top in order to give the possibility to enter the air inside. So also having a high windscreen, there is no problem to have, a overheated area. But regarding the Overshadow, maybe Roy, you can say something.
Actually, it's just the answer to some other customer needs. Actually, we use the same naval platform that was working properly. I have to say that to sell a boat in this moment where there is a lot of competitors is never so easy. But when they test the Shadow, for sure, 95% they buy the boat. So that was great, and I have to thank Yacht of that, because it's probably his best quality. And what else? No, actually, it was just to complete a range on the same size of boat. That's all.
So speaking of range, if we could sum up the main features of this range, and what was it that's, how does it set itself apart from everything else on the market?
Was to me?
Fabio or to Roy? Whoever.
I lost it, so let's start.
Fabio, go Fabio.
Anyway, it's a different client, as we said. The client of the water walk-around boat, the Shadow, the outboard boat, is definitely a day boat user. The Overshadow is a weekender, so can be also family. But anyway, we don't lose the DNA of the boat being a fast boat. We always say this Shadow is doing 50 knots, but the Overshadow is doing anyway 45 knots, so it's not definitely a displacement boat. So it's anyway giving emotions, performance, and giving the thrill to the client that wants to have, but dedicating a different way of use.
Let's get a little bit more into the performance.
Regarding performance, definitely Roy is better than me to talk about. You know, he's a champion.
Let's say that the hull of the shadow and the overshadow is a double-stepped hull with two redan. The nice performance, when we say that is a very performing boat, we don't mean only fast, only speed, because speed is not always very comfortable. So the second point is comfort while you are going fast. And more of this is the efficiency that we can get going fast. All this, for me, is what doesn't mean performance, I would say. So it's the best way to reach high speed in a better quality of life on board.
So when it comes to Swan Shadow in particular, various custom solutions are available, right? And this is not something that comes easily on a boat of this size or in this segment. And I know it's not a coincidence.
No, it's not. Actually, was probably the brief of the boat. The boat born as a terrace on the sea, as Fabio was saying, with the idea to having some add-on that can be chosen by the owner, by the boaters, so to configure the best layout for their needs. And with this, we offer different boats on one unique boat.
So who is the right owner for this type of boat?
The one that pays.
That's a good answer.
It's true.
It's true. So you have a large target of boaters that can use a boat based on their needs. How is it functional in a way that meets different demands?
Actually, I already answered to this question with the idea of the different add-on. Here, there is a big difference, I would say, from Swan Shadow and Swan Overshadow, because the Swan Shadow actually gives the opportunity to manage the space on board as for your needs. On the Swan Overshadow, actually, of course, the layout is what it is, so you have to take as it is.
So Swan Shadow is adaptable.
Much more.
So I would like, Giovanni, it's your turn now. Where are we going to see Swan Shadow and Overshadow next?
Okay, so the next step is in Cannes. We will finally see the Overshadow in real term. So we will be capable also to live and to experience what Roy and Fabio and Jarko told us about the boat till now. We are in a very advanced stage of production, and so that's the next appointment.
And more is coming.
And more is coming, yes, more is coming, but let's leave it with more is coming.
Okay. So thank you everyone for being here, and we could take questions if anybody has.
Sorry, Monaco exhibition at the end of September?
Yes. In Monaco, we will have the presentation to everybody of the first yacht, maxi yacht of the new maxi series, and we will have the 108 presented there.
Not the Shadow.
No, the Shadow will not be present in Monaco. It will be present in Cannes, as I said before, yes. Okay, anyhow, thank you for coming. It's our first time in Venice, and I'm so happy to see so many so many people with us here. We have something to drink together, and we are available for question and answer also in a more informal way that here in front of in this way. Thank you very much, and thank you for coordinating.
Grazie.
Thank you.